morning, friends. I thought I would make this little video to show you guys a little art project slash sneaky little, not protest, but a little project I've been doing recently. There are these fun little collage pieces that I am planning to hide and inspire people, hopefully, or they just like them because I think they're pretty. But I thought I'd show you them and make the last one with you. Here we go. Here's what I mean by collage pieces. I know I have showed you guys before how I make my newspaper collages that I draw on. These obviously are slightly different. I used a quote that I found and was able to create these little pieces, and I'm pretty happy with how they come out. Like this one said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." It's a biblical phrase. Personally, I myself am not much of a Bible girl, but I know I have lots of friends and family who are, and so I thought people would still appreciate it. This one is a Martin Luther King Jr. quote. It says, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." And I think that's awesome. This one is the first one I made with a very, very busy print, but you can still read it. It says, "Peace begins with a smile," from Mother Teresa. This one says, "Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding." And that is Albert Einstein, and he would know. And here's another short biblical quote, because biblical quotes are very easy to mine for positive things sometimes. Not always, but in this case, yes. Because this one says, "Do good and seek peace, and then pursue peace." And it's a song. So these are the ones that are finished. I got one more to do, and I'll do that with you guys. For the last one, the quote I'm going to use is "Always be a little kinder than necessary," which I like. This one is by James Barrie, who I do believe is a poet. A friend of mine gave me some of these quotes because I went on the Bird app and also asked some friends what is some of their favorite positive quotes about peace, community, coming together, and so on. So this is probably, I like to arrange them first, and then, big shocker, you guys know me, is glitter glue them on, because A, it works, and B, it looks cool. Glitter makes everything a little better. I also have these little pieces that are like going to go on as a little decoration. See? Like that. And they kind of like intersperse them. And I think it looks rather nice. So let's do this. While I'm gluing, I thought I would ask you guys, what are some of your favorite inspirational quotes? And I don't just mean like inspirational religious, obviously. I mean, although if you are, you can certainly share those. Personally, I am not exactly a religious person. As a stereotypical response is, I'm more spiritual. But I do appreciate that a lot of people go with biblical texts and other texts. I did try to find some Quran and some Torah quotes, but I'm not gonna lie, the websites are really sketchy. When you look in, and this is not the Quran and Torah, like that's not, you Google Quran and Torah quotes and so much like racist stuff comes up. It's awful. So if one of you guys, whether you are Jewish or Islamic or just in love with theology like I am, if you have some good websites that give me proper quotes from these books, that would be much appreciated, because I took an afternoon where I just searched and searched, and 3/4 of it was just awful, like, racist diatribes and stuff, which I, as you can probably guess, am not about that life. No thank you. Everyone is equal and all that good jazz. So I would, if you guys know some information, or if you guys are of that faith or know someone of that faith, or however how that works, and you know some quotes that would work for this, peace quotes, love for your community quotes, that kind of thing, please send them along to me, because I'd like to do this again. Because you see, once these are done, I am going to be hiding them in the open so people can find them. And they can take them home if they want, they can leave them there if they want. Once they're out of my house, they are free to inspire and do as they will. But I hope that someone finds them. And I think like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool quote. Or at least, if they don't think it's a cool quote, at least let them know that you can make art and it can go anywhere. That's the other thing I like about doing stuff like this. Art belongs everywhere. Not just in a museum, not just in a frame. Make art out of sticks and stones and put it in the park for everyone to see, in my opinion. I know a lot of people would disagree with me about that, but I think it makes every place more beautiful. So the more art, even if it's sneakily hidden in a magazine somewhere for someone to magically find, which I think is what I'm going to do with these, it's still art, it's still valid, and whoever makes it is still an artist. At least that's my personal opinion. Now, that's going to have to dry because it is very glittery and very gluey. But this is the end result. Well, it's still dry. I mean, it's still not dry yet. Can you see that? Where did it go from I get that? But yeah, if you guys have any quotes, suggestions for me for this next project, especially, or some good Bible or other type of religious book websites that are not filled with crazy diatribes against other people, please send them along to me. I would like to find all the quotes, because even though I'm not a religious person myself, exactly, I believe that as much as religion has caused a problem in our world, it also created beautiful art and beautiful music, and sometimes has inspired people to do kind things. Sometimes. I wouldn't say it's evened out, but it's still there. And I honestly think in a lot of cases there is a root of peace to all of it, even if sometimes people don't act on it. And that's in all of the kind of the mainstream religions. And I don't know why I'm all of a sudden talking about religion in a peace thing, although I guess I did use Bible things. But see, this is the kind of ones I want, because there's a lot of peace talk in those kind of books. We just have to look for it, and it's there, and I know it's there. Just like I know every human has good in them, even if they don't act like it. So that's sort of what I'm doing with these. If you're having a bad day and you open a book because you're at the hospital and you're nervous and you just want something to stare at, and you find something with an encouraging and inspiring little note, it's my hope that it makes their day better. And maybe that's a little, I don't know, egotistical, but I still hope it works. So I hope you enjoyed this little DIY of art project / me rambling about bad websites for 5 minutes. If you enjoy making stuff like this, please let me know. I'd love to see it if you want to share it with me. Tell me where you put the cool stuff. Like, these are going to go in a local hospital that is by my house. That's a huge hospital. And I'm going to hide them in magazines. This has been planned out for a month. We're going to hide them in magazines, deliver the magazines, because I have a cajillion magazines that I don't read. And I'm going to take them in the magazines and then just leave them there, and hopefully people will find them. So that's rather exciting. I like doing little sneaky art. Here's some art. Here's hopefully some motivation, inspiration, because we all got this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little DIY and vlog ramble thing. Thank you for watching. Stay awesome, and remember to always be a little kinder than necessary, and all that good stuff. Have a good day. Bye-bye.